Good morning, friends. 10 o'clock in the morning. Welcome to 95th presentation of TechForum. TechForum is a group of like-minded technocrats started sometime in June 2022. And so far, we have completed 94 presentations and 3 automotive shows. The flagship program of 2025 will be on 7th of March at Auto Cluster, Pune. We have recently formed a medical electronics team and group which is working on various aspects of medical electronics. A dream project is to start a Medi Park in Pune, and for that Abhijit is working on. So this is the second lecture of medical electronics team, which will be given by AYURVED Yantra Private Limited, and it's going to be an automation of Ayurveda. Today's machine that Mr. Pratik Ingle is going to present is Shirodhara automation. Pratik Ingle is a marketing executive of SV Vedyantra Private Limited, and right now he is talking to us from Canada, Ottawa, Canada. So it must be 11:30 or 12 o'clock in the midnight there. But in spite of this odd timing, he is there to support his father-in-law, Vijay Vadnere, who is owner of SV Vedyantra Private Limited. When Vijay joined our group, I like the idea of our Indian traditional medical treatment, Ayurveda, and which needs automation if you want to apply it on masses. And the skill sets can be minimized by using automation. And that's how the Ayurveda will be popular across the country. So Tech Forum is eager to support such projects in Ayurveda. And this is the first presentation in Ayurveda. A few more are going to follow. There's going to be a Nadi Pariksha also presentation on. And we'll see how best a Tech Forum can support. Without spending much time, I will request Pratik Ingle to introduce himself and start the presentation. Over to Pratik.
Thank you so much, Vilas sir, for this wonderful introduction. And thank you, Tech Forum, for giving us this opportunity to present our product, which is called an automatic Shirodhara Yantra and the concept of Shirodhara at home to the esteemed group of people who are present here today. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much once again. Before we move forward, let me quickly introduce our team here, starting with me again, Pratik Ingre. I come with around 12 years of experience in marketing, sales, business development, and delivery in the technology sector. Currently, I'm working with healthcare manufacturers across North American market to optimize time and cost with the help of technology solutions. I have good amount of understanding in terms of Salesforce and SAP systems on how best that can be used to optimize your time, cost, and efforts. Right. Along with that, I'm also heading the marketing function at SV Vedyantra, and that's what brings me here with you today. We also have our founder of SV Vedyantra Ayurveda Engineering, Mr. Vilas Vadnere, with us. Mr. Vadnere also comes with around 40 years of experience in electronics, telecommunications, and mechanical engineering. He founded this organization in 2006, which was earlier known as Ayurveda Engineering, but now it's registered as SV Vedyantra. To give his introduction, he was one of the pioneering members of the Hathway Broadband Group. And in his last assignment with Hathway, he was working as Assistant Vice President, where he led the national technical team for setting up the broadband network pan-India. Moving forward, I'd like to give you a quick introduction about Ayurveda Engineering, SV Vedyantra, who we are, what we do, right? So we started this organization back in 2005, and that's when we started with our first production of the Shirodhara Yantra. The idea of this organization is to give modern face to authentic Ayurveda, where traditional Ayurvedic science meets the modern engineering. In 2006, at the World Ayurveda Health Congress, which was held in Pune University, uh, with the theme of standardization of Ayurveda, we presented our first product and sold our first product in 2006 as well. And that was just the start. And since then, we haven't looked back. We have around hundreds of Shirodhara yantra being used across 8 different countries: Canada, Germany, USA, Japan, Dubai, Belgium, just to name a few. Also, certain prominent personalities and organizations in the field of Ayurveda, like Dr. Balaji Tambe, Dr. Nanal, Tarachand Hospital, Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, today are using the products which we have engineered. Uh, to walk you through the basic concept of the Ayurveda is, we all know what Ayurveda is, right? And world is looking with some great hopes to this traditional science, but we need to bring in a new flavor uh, where we start using technology, and that's how Ayurveda engineering came into the picture. Modern medical systems has done some great revolutions in management of various acute disorders. But due to automation and use of computers, which has stepped up, speeded up in life, this has become an never-ending race against time. And this has caused a lot of elements in terms of uh, the disorders that people face, the stress that people face, the race that we are into right now, right? So we need to address all of those modern elements, increase the prevalence of occupation, induced metabolic disorders, necessities, adoptions, and things like that, right? And this also needs certain type of scientific validation where we are trying to empower modern engineering instrumentation to provide objective and scientific parameters. So that's what we are majorly doing at our organization, where we are transforming Ayurveda to a certain extent with the use of modern technology, right? If we take a look at what's happening around the globe, uh, you know, specifically around the healthcare sector, the world is in a mess today, right? These are few of the articles where we are talking about economic times, where Indian professionals suffer high stress levels than most workers globally, right? There's another study which was done by ICICI Lombard General Insurance in 2023, uh, which talks about 77% of Indians face regular stress in some or the other factor. On the left-hand bottom corner, we see certain indicators which are derived by PwC. It's a well-known consulting organization. Was talking about financial stress affecting sleep, mental health, self-esteem, physical health, in fact, even relationships at home, right? So these are some major revelations that we are talking about in terms of what stress is doing to us today. And then the last but not the least, the American Psychological Association, a comparison of pre and post pandemic stress levels by the age group in between 18 to 34 or 34 to 44, 44 to 64, how it was before in 2019 and how it is today in 2023. And we see some significant increase in stress levels groups of 18 to 44, almost about 10% of what's happening, right? In a nutshell, the future doesn't really look good when it comes to the mental health, the psychological health, all the stress levels, right? So what should the professionals do, right? Is the question. Should people just leave their jobs, sit back at home, relax, get a stress-free life? Or should people stick to working 8 to 9 hours a day and face professional, personal growth challenges at workplace and things like that, right? Uh, there has been a lot of strong debate going on globally on work-life balance with, likes of Mr. Narayan Murthy, Elon Musk sharing their views on there should be 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week, and whatnot, right? But the real questions as entrepreneurs is how do we help these people out? And in my opinion, we at SV Vedyantra are doing our bit to help such people out who are in stress in a small way. And the next few slides will help us give a brief overview of what we are doing. And we would love your support in this beautiful journey as well. So the purpose is to reduce stress-induced disorders, which will cure health issues caused by various lifestyle diseases, lifestyle disorders, again, work-life balance, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Uh, the purpose is to help doctors treat a greater number of patients. There is always uh, the supply versus demand gap that the world faces when it comes to healthcare across globally. I can 100% say what's happening in Canada, but I do see across globally that there is always a supply versus demand issue when we are talking about healthcare amongst other sectors as well. To provide Ayurvedic treatment at home without losing its original principles. I understand on a high level when we say about Ayurvedic treatment, right? Uh, I specifically mean about use of the Shirodhara yantra that we are talking about here, and not other Ayurvedic treatments that happen. Obviously, certain Ayurvedic treatment needs medical uh, assistance, but this one might not. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Just a check.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
you're
continue.
perfect. You're perfect.
Okay, perfect. Uh, Patients that can take the Shirodhara treatment at home as per convenience under doctor's guidance to save time. And Shirodhara at home also maintains a personal hygiene, right? We do take a lot of inspiration from what the government of India is doing to help Ayurveda in Ayurveda. We were there last year in Goa, where there was this theme which said Har Din Har Ghar Ayurveda. That was the 22nd National Ayurveda Day celebrations theme, right? So moving forward, let's understand what Shirodhara is, right? Many of us might know, many of us might not know. However, I'll just take a minute here to see what Shirodhara looks like, or just understand what Shirodhara is, right? This name is derived from a Sanskrit word, Shirodhara. Shiro means the head. Dhara means a flow. So Shirodhara together means a flow of some kind of liquid on your head, right? So they form a concept that aims to bring physical and emotional balance by rejuvenating the spirit and preserving the health. This is achieved through a relaxing technique in which a warm liquid, so the liquid has to be a little bit warmer than the body temperature. It can be a medicated oil, buttermilk, or kasha or water, which is poured over a patient's forehead. Not necessarily patient, that's what I would like to hear. Normal people who are not facing any disorders can also take advantage of these treatments just for rejuvenation, right? But that has to be done with warm water and not with anything else. Right? For extended amount of period of time. Typically, these therapies last 30 to 60 minutes, right? What is the process of getting this therapy done? I can typically divide it into four parts. Preparation, the selection of liquid, pouring of the oil, and the post-treatment, right? In the preparation part, it majorly involves creating an environment. Traditionally, there is a matka that has a hole in it, and you warm the oil, pour that oil into that utensils right over your head, and then give it a pendulum motion, so it goes right on your forehead in a clockwise or a pendulum kind of a motion, right? So it is traditionally used to calm nerves, harmonize the vata constituents, restore the nerves, release stored emotions, and purify your mind, right? Along with uh, what we say as mental fatigue, mental exhaustion, anxiety, insomnia, and a lot of other things, where it provides a lot of relaxations, right? So, in a nutshell, on a high level, that's what Shirodhara is, right? It's a liquid which gets poured onto your head, warm in nature, uh, lasts around 30 to 60 minutes, depending on what your doctors would suggest, right? Uh, the challenge with traditional Shirodhara is that there are too many ifs and buts and nuances to the traditional Shirodhara unit, which we'll see in the subsequent slides. But what we are doing here is we introduced an automatic Shirodhara yantra, right? So it's one of the kinds. We can proudly say that we were the pioneers of this, as we sold our first product back in 2006, right? It's digital in nature. It's fully integrated for perfectly smooth Shirodhara experience with 100% result, right? It's an electronic device that promises to bring a lot of revolution in traditional methodology of the Shirodhara therapy. Its registered design with its unique feature focuses on overcoming various drawbacks in the traditional method of Shirodhara, and it basically increases the efficacy of the treatment. Moving forward, these are some of the primary benefits of Shirodhara as per Ayurveda, as per Ayurvedic texts that we have analyzed. So it enhances blood circulation to the brain, improves memory, nourishes the hair and scalp, uh, provides sound sleep, and calms the body and mind. I haven't seen a person. I mean, I've seen multiple people taking Shirodhara therapies across past 5 to 6 years. I haven't seen a person who has gone to sleep while taking the therapy, and that's the beauty of this particular therapy, right? It is one of the most effective treatments for reducing stress and nervous tension. Very useful in headaches, which are caused by stress, as the therapy supports mental and emotional relaxation, right? Lots of other benefits to disorders like facial palsy, paralysis, ptosis, eyelids, schizophrenia, and so on and so forth. I'll move on to the next one. This slide specifically speaks about the features, advantages, and benefits that the automatic Shirodhara yantra has to offer, right? Number one, it's portable, right? It can be used anywhere and everywhere. Today, you want it in your home, you can do it tomorrow. Your friends want it, you can just pack it up. Uh, on a two-wheeler, on an Activa, you can move it to your friend's place, he can use it. Or any of your relatives need it for their use, they can use it as well, right? So it's number one, it's portable. Uh, while the traditional Shirodhara unit was not portable because it was connected to a droni, or a specific table, a massage table, as you can imagine. Uh, and it was extremely difficult to move a droni around because it comes made of hardwood, around 7 foot by 2.5 foot in nature, which is heavy, makes it extremely difficult to move from one place to another place, along with the entire Shirodhara, the head unit, and so on, right? Whereas this is extremely portable, easy to install, just plug and play, right? Take it anywhere. You will see the photos in the subsequent slides, where you will be able to relate to all of these things. Microprocessor based digital temperature and regulator for precision. Why does this come as a feature or an advantage or a benefit, right? Traditionally, if we see that if you pour a liquid in a utensil, right, the nature is that it is going to cool down over a period of time. 5 minutes or 10 minutes, the temperature of that liquid is going to change. Will this have the same effect on the therapy as as a liquid which holds its temperature constant for 60 minutes? Probably no, right? If the water is going to cool down, or if milk is going to cool down, if oil is going to cool down, it will not have the same kind of an effect on the therapy as this machine, which will be heating the viscous, the liquid, the fluid non-stop to maintain a specific temperature, let it be 40 degrees or 42 degrees or 45 degrees, whatever the doctor suggests, right? It comes with a digital timer for accuracy. So if the therapy is supposed to be for 30 minutes, it will run for 30 minutes and it will stop after 30 minutes. There is traditionally, if you're doing a therapy for 30 minutes, if there's still some oil left in the jar, you would probably, all the therapists would probably say, okay, let it run for 5 more minutes, let the oil get over, and then we'll see what to do. But that's not how therapy should work. Right? Flow regulator to enhance constant and smooth flow of medicated liquids, right? Just imagine there are people standing besides you, or they're regulating the flow or the motion of the pendulum. Sometimes it's going to be slow, sometimes it's going to be fast. Will that be effective? Probably no. It won't be as effective as the flow which comes out of a machine, which is going to be standardized every time, right? Negligible noise to enhance efficacy of the treatment. Uh, Obviously, when we are talking about a Shirodhara and Ayurvedic therapy, a yoga therapy, right? You need some peaceful environment. If there are people around you helping out with your Shirodhara treatment, it's not going to be as peaceful as it will be when you are in a room with only a machine working on you without any disturbances, with hardly any noise of the machine as well. Make Shirodhara more enjoyable, more relaxed. It's more user friendly, compatible with different kind of fluids or viscosity. Let's say today your doctor suggests you need to go with oil. You can do it with oil after a month or so. If your doctor suggests, for your father or for your mother, you can probably use a warm milk as a liquid within the same machine. After uh, a cleanup cycle, you can use oil, or you can use water, or you can use milk, or whatever the recommendation which is coming from your doctors, right? It's non-messy, it's hygienic, it's only been used with certain kind of you know relatives or within a family, or even if the doctors are using it at their clinics. It's just one cycle of warm water along with any standard uh, detergent cleans the entire machine. Lightweight and low power consumption. The power consumption is as low as around 75 paisa for a 30 minutes cycle. Right. Before I walk you through major differences in between a conventional Shirodhara as well as an automatic Shirodhara yantra. Well, that's of course me taking the treatment when I was asleep. People caught my photo out there, and I thought of posting it there to support my case. So that's on the left hand side, the conventional Shirodhara. On the right hand side, the automatic Shirodhara yantra. As you can see, two people here supporting this particular therapy, as well as in here, it's just one machine and no other disturbances around you, right? Uh, Interestingly, a person here is with a thermometer gun, who is calculating the temperature of the viscous. It looks like this is an oil, right? Uh, Again, a difficult task to achieve, right? As compared to what's been achieved with the help of a automatic Shirodhara yantra. Right? Uh, these are few of the differentiation points, right? Requires specifically designed massage tables. We'll keep going back and forth so that this all makes sense, right? So these are like the dronis and the specifically designed Shirodhara, you know, beds and dronis and yantras, right? As compared to what I am doing here is just sleeping on a standard bed of any size, where I can adjust the height of the head, and we are good to go with the treatment. Right? Skilled therapists are required, around 3 skilled therapists. One is to monitor temperature, one is to monitor the flow. Uh, Again, one is to heat the liquid if the oil is getting cooler, right? Whereas what we do need in Ayurvedic, the automatic Shirodhara yantra is no physical intervention or no third person intervention that is required, right? As we can see in the previous images. The flow rhythm can get disturbed due to human intervention. The flow is going to be maintained throughout during the procedure. Similarly, with the temperature, it remains constant in the Shirodhara yantra, whereas the temperature is very difficult to maintain when you're performing a conventional Shirodhara. Right? Lots of noises are going to be around you when there would be two or three people present within the room, as compared to just one machine which hardly makes any noise or extremely soft noise. Right? Wastage of fluids. We have a fluid collection system here in the automatic Shirodhara yantra, where we can use the same fluid multiple amount of time. Requires a lot of energy in terms of both human and electricity, whereas this one is very low on consumption, literally zero human intervention required. So these are a few of the major differences that we can see in these two processes. I'll again go back to the slide, whereas in we can see the conventional Shirodhara compared to the automatic Shirodhara yantra. Oops. This is what the machine looks like. Comes in, this is the stainless steel finish. The one which you had seen on the photo was a powder coated finish. So depending on what the requirements are, we can turn this around. Right? If I have to describe this machine, this is the head unit. This is the mid unit, the collection, and the collection tray as the base unit. In the base unit, right at the bottom, you can see the controllers here. So one of them is the temperature controller. One of them is the timer. The flow can be controlled from here, which is the red button that you can see. So in the base unit, you have the fluid container, the temperature, timer controllers, heaters, the flow controllers, etc. Right? On the center of your screen, you see a recollection tray. That's where your head will lie. That's where the oil or any fluid that we're using will get recollected. It will go back into the base unit. It will get heated up to the desired temperature. Again, come up here on the top, and with the help of head unit, it will again start keep the flow on your forehead, right? So that's the images of the automatic Shirodhara yantra. This is the latest version that we have come up with. It's a computerized automatic Shirodhara yantra. This is completely programmable. This can store personalized data of over 200 patients based on whatever the doctors has recommended. It comes with presets. Again, the presets can be stored against the specific patients. A lot of more improvements are being done within this particular unit as well. It has all the basic features and functionalities which the previous version had. In addition to that, a lot more is going to come. One of the features I personally like is that it comes with an inbuilt music player, whereas you can use your USB drives, just put on some music, whatever you like, and get the therapy done. This is an actual customer setup where one of the latest machines that's been used uh, at a clinic. And here's a small demo clip of a milk dhara. Let me quickly play this to you. So this is the milk dhara. As you can see, what you can observe is the flow, the pendulum motion, how consistent it is in each and every parameters that we are talking about, right? The noise coming from an external environment, there's no intervention from people, and look at how peaceful this therapy can be with the help of the automatic Shirodhara yantra. Perfect. What's our target market? It basically caters patients, doctors, individuals or families, IT organizations. We have seen there is a lot of growing amount of stress even within the IT organizations today, where the organizations can use a machine like this just to give employees an additional benefits, right? Hospitals, colleges, trainings, and institutes, researchers. These are a few of the people uh, who would become our target market and who is actually our target market. These are the people who are using our products today. So that's it from my side. I think I was able to cover whatever that I wanted to cover. Uh, I'll leave the floor open last 10 minutes for question and answers. Uh, and we'd love to have an interactive discussion with all of you guys. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Pratik, for wonderful presentation and overview of Shirodhara. Uh, 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 we will open the session for question and answer. First, identify yourself, tell your name, and then fire the question. So over to the audience.
Hello, I'm Surendra Agarwal, and it was a very well structured presentation by Pratik Ingle. I got few questions. One question is, what is preventing you from scaling? 100 Shirodhara, which you have installed in foreign countries as well as India. I think it's a very small number. And you started in 2005. So what is preventing you from scaling to 1,000 and 10,000 and things like that?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Actually, 100 odds in abroad only. In India, we are more than 500 or 600 numbers. And earlier, I was working with the Hathway, so I was not getting time to scale up these things. Now, 22, I started full-time as a business only. So definitely, we will increase the quantity and fulfill the market. This is the one thing. And second thing, as the Ayurveda don't have any instrument, so these were the first instrument to. It's very difficult to get approved from many people. We tried a lot with the different people, well-known people, hospitals, and finally they approved. This is the instrument where we can get benefited to our patients and increase the efficacy of the treatment. So that's why we get slightly slow response from the industry. Now, definitely we will increase the quantity, like 50 machine per month or 100 machine per month.
Good, very good. Nice to hear that you are going to scale it up, because it's something which is required to be done very fast.
Absolutely,
and,
sir.
The stress levels are certainly increasing. That's a fact of life.
Yes. And one more thing, sorry to disturb you. One more
No.
thing, the earlier machine was meant only for doctors and institute, because it was like a 4 feet height and so many adjustments are there, which can done by doctor only. Now we introduce a small machine, which is a Shirodhara at home. It's very simple, ready to use. So we can give to many people, like IT sector is the biggest sector in the world. So we can give them and they can took Shirodhara without anybody help at home as per own time with the hygiene. Definitely with the help of doctor.
So the doctor's presence is a must while this.
No, only prepare suggest the oil and time. That's it.
I see. So person cannot do it himself, or
Yeah, he can do. He can do. Like I have a stress, my blood pressure is going high. So I will discuss with my doctor कि my blood pressure is going high. So he will suggest use sesame oil, take a 30-minute treatment and maintain temperature around 40 degree. So it's okay for me, and I have to take alternate day or continue in 5 days.
Second thing is that have you contacted Ayush Ministry, because they are, yeah.
Yes, we approach, but to be frank, it is not getting proper 100% response from them right now. Because earlier it was very because of first instrument in Ayurveda, they are not very keen about to grow, and absolutely there was no support from government earlier. But definitely nowadays we get a good support from government also. So definitely we will approach again, and definitely we need your help into that.
Yeah, sure. And then third is, what is the price of one individual machine?
One individual machine MRP is 69,000, and we have some discount structure also, because it's
Nice.
very the entire machine done with the 304 stainless steel grade. It's a food grade, and all the screws also we fitted on machine is also stainless steel, and you can use 24/7 by 365 day without any intervention or any repairing regularly.
And the mixture which has to be prepared, how does it work out? The person has to know what is the contents of the mixture which is put in the Shrodra.
There are five basic ingredients like a fluid. One is the oil. Oil definitely have some. We have to add some additional oils to get benefited as per the Vata Pitta Kapha Prakriti, and which was suggested by doctor. Or many times doctor prepare that oil and hand it over to patient. You have to take with this oil. One.
Nice.
Buttermilk, it is definitely used for some different type of people like insomnia, sleeping disorder, or majorly what we can say. One is a disorder specifically. I forgot that name. Definitely, I will clear that. And last one is water. Water in naturotherapy, they use only water. So this machine is useful for 5 different viscous. And normal sesame oil is 95% people can take with the help of sesame oil, and you get benefited.
Thank you so much. It was a very nice interactive session, and
Yes,
wish
sir.
you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Next question, please.
I'm Gangal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I wanted to ask the container which you use for liquid. Is it same for all the liquids or different for the liquids?
Pardon me, please repeat question.
If the container you are using for keeping liquid,
Yeah,
it is
container is a yes.
same for all liquids or different for different liquids?
No, same for all liquid, because it's made by the 304 stainless steel grade, so it's useful for all type of fluid.
But you need to clean it for different liquids, or?
Absolutely. You have to just pour plain water, read the machine, and use liquid Vim soap, which is a food grade. So and
you cannot remove the container and clean it.
Need not required to remove. There is a drain wall outside. You can drain out entire fluid. Next time you have to pour plain water with the half teaspoon of liquid. What you can say, any sterilizer, and rinse the machine. It is ready for next patient with the hygiene.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is SP Bhatnagar.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for nice presentation, and I'm really excited that just wanted to know, most of these medical instruments require some kind of careful design, that supposing temperature increases so do you have safety measures similarly for the electric connection? Do you have some kind of isolation? Have you taken that into consideration? Thank you.
Absolutely right. Already we have so many factor in consideration, like electrical fluctuation. We have a RMI EMI filter inside the build, which can control electrical shock and everything, and 100% shock proof. And till last 20 years, no one complaining about the same thing. Only we need a perfect ground on site. That is the main thing. Second thing, for temperature, definitely there are two type of protections are there. One is a digital temperature controller, which accuracy with the 1 degree, and another is a fixed type controller. If something goes wrong with the temperature controller, it will stop to higher temperature.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next question, please. can have interactions also.
Okay. There is one more module. Right now, we suggested many doctor to keep two machines, one at a clinic and one they can give a patient at home, so they can increase their revenue without doing any extra efforts. So many doctors are very appreciate this type of idea. We are planning to install such machine in societies also, where they have a gym or big club, so they can also take use of this machine. Mainly in Indian culture, women not get any specific time to visit clinic or a spa or any beauty parlor to take such a treatments. If such treatment available at home or available in society, they can take easily without spending too much time. Third thing, the old age people, which they have a problem of sleep disorders. So lots of people are taking pills for the same to get a sleep. This is the best treatment at home to avoid pills and get deep sleep. Third thing, so many people like MD CEOs don't have time to visit clinic, or they don't want to visit clinic as they are a very tycoon or like that. So this is the very useful machine, and many builders and MD CEOs are using our machine at home and getting benefited of the Shirodhara. And one more thing, there are a lot. First of all, this is a very proven technology from our ancient Indian science, and we are we done machine with the principle of Ayurveda and getting benefited with the help of this treatment without taking any kind of external intake. This is the treatment where you don't have any side effect of this treatment. You can take this treatment can take 5 years to 90 years without anybody help also, or without anybody consultation. Like sesame oil, you can take. Only one drawback is there: if you have a cold, don't take this treatment. Otherwise, you will be face a headache only. So these are the basic benefits of Shirodhara. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Anil Chaitanya. I'm from TechForum.
Yes.
I have a suggestions other than a questions.
Yes.
In terms of mass production is a first suggestion.
Yes.
Then reaching to mass and answering mass is another suggestion.
Right.
The first suggestion is to go for mass production of your machine.
Yes.
Though today you are less than 1,000 production sounds to be in a year.
Yes.
Very soon it is required more than 50,000, 1 lakh and all these things. Then only we are comparable to the world.
Absolutely.
As already you are spread in multiple countries.
Yes.
To reach out that, every material from your equipment other than contactable to fluid, because fluid and that material may have some reasons you have put that stainless steel and something, but everything else other material can be changed to low price material. The low price material is a wrong word, but the correct material suitable for manufacture multiple quantity, mass quantity. There are consultants available who works in this area and give you an idea and the present how you can move ahead. Though tomorrow morning or next 6 month morning may not be there, but if you start working right now,
yes,
then obviously you will be absolutely ready with technology, investments ideas and everything for this. Okay. Why I am suggesting this, as Vilas Rabdeji mentioned that we are working on a medical equipment park. So that will be a great helpful to you in this direction also for actual manufacturing as well as many other things. Second thing I wanted to suggest you for reaching out to the mass people.
Yes.
Usually the new practices has been applied for last 4-5 years, probably last 2 years they strongly used. There is a either toll-free number or call number or WhatsApp number is available. I can understand
Yes.
in initial stage toll-free number, investing in a toll-free number and all other things. But one mobile with separate number you can create yourself, which is a WhatsApp, and ask your buyer or the user, end user, to contact them. The basic information, like I have a 14-year child, has a exam tomorrow and has a heavy brain, heavy headache. Can I use this and get him relaxed? This type of things. Such questions usually people won't, may not be reached to the doctor and get advice.
Yes.
So this is a vast area. Why this is, we are not bypassing the doctor, but we are, by this way, you are making available a very simple, basic advice.
Right.
This type of questions and advice may be created and put them on a, your website that way as well. Keep this. What will happen, the mothers and the caretaking persons of various personalities, maybe the senior persons or the mid-age persons or the small persons, they have some way out once they buy or use your machines, then to interact with you. Interact with you
Right.
means not as a you as a manufacturer, but you as a good advisor for them for their betterment.
Yes.
So this is another suggestion from my side.
Right, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
I have done.
Earlier, our machine was a tailor-made. Now we converted entire design and everything on based on AutoCAD CNC machine programmable. So our first machine and 100 machine will be remain same, and it's look like a same, performance wise same. So we can increase production at any time right now. Secondly, we standardize all the inside cabling, and all drawings are already prepared, and we are maintaining that. Second thing, we are consulting with some doctors, and very soon we will display those doctor list on our website. If anybody have some issue to particular in area, so they can contact with the doctors. The doctor can suggest them which oil they can take. Like someone is from Mumbai or someone is from Hyderabad or Delhi. So doctor can suggest them, please take this type of oil and take treatment at home, where they can get our machine on rent or at doctor also. So we are in that process, definitely. But definitely what you suggest is 100% correct. And if we done with the mass production, definitely our cost will be reduced. And we use 304 because it's a food grade. So many oils, such as medicated oil for particular diseases, like someone is a chronic problem. So doctor have to prepare some special oil. They call Siddha tel or Anu tel. So 304 is a specific oil which cannot disturb oil property. So we use that particularly. And second thing is very useful to clean also. So machine look like new every time. That's why we use stainless steel. But definitely, if you increase the quantity, that price will be reduced. And we can use other material for like a front panel or back panel. Definitely, it will reduce cost. Thank you for your good suggestion.
Thank you. Your product is really good,
Thank you,
required
sir.
to the market.
Yes,
It
sir.
will, and I'm happy to hear that it is a stress reducer, in
Yes.
one word.
Yes.
So stress reducer is a common public requirement, which
Absolutely.
is not reachable to normal doctors. So
Yes.
I was suggesting such features that people can
Absolutely.
get connected with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Definitely.
With kind permission of respected, I would like to give some suggestion on government approach.
Yes.
Okay. There are various certifications. Some of them are engineering based, some of them are medical field related. You know the
Okay.
better list of certifications.
Yes.
The engineering equipment related certifications, because your equipment is absolutely new.
Yes.
There are a couple of certifications. Try to get that, approach them. They may take little time, but get it
Yes.
approved. That is
Absolutely.
my one suggestion. Once you have this basic suggestion, then the government problem is they want to handle 140 crore people.
Yes.
So they want the solution which reach to maximum. They want to entertain the every best solution which reach to maximum people first.
Right.
And to fit into that category, you wanted to plan out your production at very high level.
Right.
This is a need of today's generation and today's government and today's India.
Right, sir.
Okay. Once you reach to government with such type of things, they will immediately start entertaining you and giving you a support. Otherwise, what happen? There are a very brilliant idea and n number of brilliant ideas reaching to them, but their target is to give a solutions to the nation which is addressing maximum people.
Okay.
And in that, China products fits because they have a huge quantity, huge distribution network and all these things. And we are Indian 10 times and 20 times better than China and other countries, I mean to say. But we doesn't think strongly for mass manufacturing. And that is the reason we are a little low profile in front of government. So this is what my fairly suggestions for you. And TechForum is always available to you to discuss, give guidelines, resolve your various issues, including funding and certifications, manufacturing issues, mass production issues, and everything. Please contact Vilas Rabde sir and the TechForum. I am also available in this platform.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I have done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next question, please.
Next question, or you can give any input.
I think I already completed from my side, but definitely for certification we tried, but at that time there is no instrument from Ayurveda, so slightly get difficult to get a certification from Ayush or anyone because it was the first instrument. But definitely we will try again. And other certificate like CA and other things. So I got some confused because C certification is different in different regions. Like Europe is different, US is different. So which will help us to for all countries. That is definitely I will discuss with Anil Chaitanya ji and Vilas Rabdi ji for the same.
Yeah. We will give you people who are dealing in this.
Right,
and
sir.
of course, because countries will demand different certifications for the safety.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, it's a wonderful presentation today.
Right, sir.
I hope there are no questions now. So we will conclude.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Pratik, for this nice information about the Shirodhara. And really, the automation will help our age-old proven technology of Ayurveda. And TechForum is going to take up this in our forum for promotion. And we will see how best we can help and support you, because Help Forum is an NGO and we don't charge or we don't make money. Of course, we only charge some percentage to run the forum and its day-to-day expenses.